Hello, welcome to today's episode of Get a Better Broadcast Podcast and Voice over Voice. Have you ever phoned a friend and they've answered and you've gone to talk to them and then they've said to you after a minute or so, "Are you okay?" And you said, yeah, I'm fine. And they've said, "You're not. I can hear something in your voice." And you've tried to convince them that, yeah, you are okay, but you know you're not. They've heard something in your tone, in your expression, in your sound that isn't you, that isn't quite right. In a studio situation, sometimes we put that down to nerves, anxiety or stress, but as we've been looking at over the last several days, sometimes it could be something else that makes you sound not quite right. Today, let me paint this scenario for you. You may be visibly uncomfortable hearing your voice live in your headphones or when your recorded voice is played back. You may become a little bit stressed at what you think others may think about your pitch, your accent, your diction. As we've seen before, this is down to a mix of physiology and psychology. First, the sound of your voice that you normally hear live is a mix. What you hear is partly out of your mouth and in through your ears, but mainly through your skull bones, which give you the impression your voice is deeper and richer than it actually is. But when you hear yourself through headphones or on a recording, it's how everyone else hears you, through air conduction alone, that is, only through your ears, and sounds, by comparison, thinner and higher pitched from how you normally hear yourself. But there's another reason hearing yourself back can be disconcerting. It's the, what should we call it, auditory disconnect between your self-perception and reality. Because your voice is an important part of self-identity. Realising that others have been hearing something different all along can be a little bit jarring for you. In psychology, the phenomenon of a person not liking the sound of their own voice is called voice confrontation. It's related to self-confrontation. So if your voice in your head hates your voice out of the speaker or voice out of the headphones, then you're probably judging yourself a little bit too harshly. But hearing your voice in your headphones and realising it's not what you thought it was may make you sound a little bit nervous, a little bit stressed. It may be the reason why you don't think you sound as you should when the mic goes live. Sometimes not sounding right isn't down to nervousness or stress or anxiety. It could be down to something else. And we've been looking at those something else's over the course of the last week or so. Tomorrow, studio imposter syndrome, as Get a Better Broadcast Podcast and Voice over Voice continues. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.